Imagine a world where fresh, nutritious food isn't shipped thousands of miles, but grown right in the heart of our cities, stacked floor on floor in towering farms. A future where barren rooftops and abandoned warehouses transform into vibrant green oases, feeding millions with minimal land and water. Sounds like science fiction, right? But what if this isn't just a dream, but a tangible solution to one of humanity's oldest and most pressing problems? World hunger. Could vertical farming truly be the answer we've been searching for? Or are there hidden complexities we need to confront? In this video, we're diving deep into the honest truth about vertical farming's potential. We've broken down this complex topic into 4 clear, easy-to-understand parts to give you the complete picture. First, we'll explore the critical challenges that contribute to the escalating crisis of world hunger. Then, we'll strip back the layers and explain the fundamental basics of what vertical farming actually is. In our third section, we'll show you how this innovative method can be set up even in the most limited urban spaces. And finally, we'll discuss the practical business plans and models you can adopt if you're considering entering this revolutionary field. Part 1. The World Hunger Crisis. Understanding the real problem. Before we can talk solutions, we need to understand the scale of what we're dealing with. Right now, over 800 million people worldwide go to bed hungry every night. That's more than the entire population of Europe. But here's the shocking part. We actually produce enough food to feed everyone on the planet. So why are people still starving? The answer isn't simple, and it's not just about growing more food. Climate change is wreaking havoc on traditional farming. Droughts are becoming more severe. Floods are wiping out entire harvests, and unpredictable weather patterns are making it impossible for farmers to plan ahead. In many regions, soil quality is declining rapidly due to overuse and poor farming practices. We're literally exhausting the earth that feeds us. But the problems don't stop at production. Food distribution is a massive challenge. Fresh produce spoils during long transportation journeys, especially in developing countries where refrigeration infrastructure is limited. By the time food reaches remote areas, much of it is already rotting. Additionally, political instability and conflict disrupt food supply chains, leaving entire populations without access to basic nutrition. Urban population growth is adding another layer of complexity. By 2050, nearly 70% of the world's population will live in cities. Traditional farming methods require vast amounts of land, but cities are expanding rapidly, consuming agricultural areas. We're essentially eating up the space we need to grow food. This creates a dangerous cycle where urban areas become increasingly dependent on food produced hundreds or thousands of miles away. Water scarcity is another critical factor. Agriculture currently uses about 70% of the world's freshwater resources. As populations grow and climate patterns shift, water is becoming increasingly scarce. Traditional farming methods are incredibly water-intensive, and in many regions, aquifers are being depleted faster than they can be replenished. Part 2. Vertical Farming Basics. The technology behind the solution. Now that we understand the problem, let's explore what vertical farming actually is and how it works. Simply put, vertical farming is the practice of growing crops in vertically stacked layers, typically in controlled environments like warehouses, shipping containers, or specially designed buildings. Think of it as agriculture going upward instead of outward. The magic happens through hydroponic or aeroponic systems. In hydroponics, plants grow in nutrient-rich water solutions instead of soil. Their roots are supported by growing mediums like perlite, coconut coir, or rock wool. Aeroponics takes this a step further by suspending plant roots in air and misting them with nutrient solutions. Both methods allow plants to receive exactly the nutrients they need when they need them. Lighting is crucial in vertical farming. Since these systems are typically indoors, LED lights replace sunlight. Modern LED technology allows farmers to customize light spectrums for different crops and growth stages. Red light promotes flowering and fruiting, while blue light encourages leafy growth. This precise control means plants can grow faster and more efficiently than in traditional outdoor farming. Climate control is another game changer. Vertical farms maintain optimal temperature, humidity, and air circulation year-round. This eliminates the unpredictability of weather and allows for multiple harvests per year. Some vertical farms can produce crops 365 days a year, regardless of external conditions. The water efficiency is remarkable. Vertical farming systems use up to 95% less water than traditional farming. Water is recycled through closed-loop systems, meaning almost nothing is wasted. Any water that isn't absorbed by plants is collected, filtered, and reused. Pest control becomes much simpler in controlled environments. Since vertical farms are enclosed systems, they naturally exclude many pests and diseases. This dramatically reduces or eliminates the need for pesticides and herbicides, resulting in cleaner, safer produce. Part 3. Setting up vertical farms in urban spaces. The beauty of vertical farming lies in its adaptability to urban environments. You don't need sprawling farmland to start growing food. Abandoned warehouses, empty office buildings, shipping containers, and even basement spaces can be transformed into productive farms. Location selection is critical. Look for spaces with reliable electricity supply, good water access, and adequate structural support for equipment. Proximity to your target market is important too. One of vertical farming's biggest advantages is reducing transportation costs and time from farm to table. The basic infrastructure requirements are more accessible than you might think. You'll need growing racks or towers to maximize vertical space. These can be constructed from aluminum, steel, or even food-grade PVC pipes. The key is creating a system that allows easy access for planting, maintenance, and harvesting. Water systems form the backbone of your operation. A basic hydroponic setup includes water reservoirs, pumps, timers, and delivery systems. Many beginners start with simple drip irrigation or deep water culture systems. As you gain experience, you can upgrade to more sophisticated nutrient film technique or aeroponic systems. Lighting setup varies depending on your crops and budget. LED lights are the most efficient option, but the initial investment can be substantial. Start with basic full-spectrum LED panels and upgrade as your operation grows. Position lights to ensure even coverage across all plants. Climate control doesn't have to be complex initially. Basic ventilation fans, small heaters, and humidity monitors can maintain adequate growing conditions. As you scale up, you can invest in more sophisticated HVAC systems and environmental monitoring equipment. Container farming is an excellent entry point for beginners. Shipping containers can be converted into complete growing systems and are relatively affordable. They're also mobile, which provides flexibility if you need to relocate your operation. Part 4. Business models and practical implementation. Vertical farming offers multiple business opportunities, from small-scale urban operations to large commercial enterprises. Understanding different business models will help you choose the right approach for your situation and goals. The direct-to-consumer model works well for small to medium-sized operations. You sell directly to local restaurants, farmers markets, or through community-supported agriculture programs. This model offers higher profit margins and builds strong customer relationships. Many successful vertical farms start this way, focusing on premium leafy greens, herbs, and microgreens that command higher prices. Subscription services are gaining popularity in urban areas. Customers pay monthly fees for regular deliveries of fresh produce. This model provides predictable revenue and helps with harvest planning. The key is maintaining consistent quality and variety to keep subscribers engaged. Commercial wholesale requires larger operations, but can be highly profitable. Supplying grocery stores, restaurants, or food distributors requires significant production capacity and consistent supply. This model often involves contracts that guarantee steady demand, but typically operate on lower profit margins. Educational partnerships offer unique opportunities. Schools, universities, and community centers are increasingly interested in vertical farming for educational purposes. You can generate revenue while teaching others about sustainable agriculture. Franchising and consulting represent growing opportunities as the industry matures. If you develop successful systems and processes, you can license your methods to others or provide setup and training services. Financial planning is crucial for success. Initial setup costs vary widely depending on scale and sophistication. A small container farm might cost $50,000 to $100,000, while a commercial warehouse operation could require $2 million or more. However, operational costs are generally lower than traditional farming due to reduced water usage, no pesticides, and year-round production. Return on investment typically takes 3 to 5 years for well-managed operations. Factors affecting profitability include crop selection, market prices, operational efficiency, and local competition. Leafy greens and herbs generally offer the best returns for beginners. Government incentives and grants are available in many regions to support sustainable agriculture initiatives. Research local programs that might offset initial investment costs or provide ongoing operational support. The vertical farming industry is projected to grow from $5.6 billion in 2020 to over $24 billion by 2030. This growth is driven by increasing urbanization, climate change concerns, and growing consumer demand for locally grown, pesticide-free produce. So, can vertical farming solve world hunger? The honest answer is both yes and no. Vertical farming represents a powerful tool in our fight against food insecurity, particularly in urban environments. It offers remarkable advantages, including water efficiency, year-round production, pesticide-free growing, and the ability to produce food close to consumers. However, vertical farming isn't a magic bullet. Current technology makes it most suitable for leafy greens, herbs, and some fruits, but not for staple crops like wheat, rice, or corn that feed most of the world's population. Energy costs remain high, and the initial investment can be substantial. The real potential lies in vertical farming as part of a broader solution. Combined with improved traditional farming techniques, better distribution systems, and reduced food waste, vertical farming can make a significant contribution to global food security. For those interested in entering this field, start small, focus on high-value crops, and build your expertise gradually. The technology is rapidly improving, costs are decreasing, and market demand is growing. Whether you're motivated by business opportunities or the desire to contribute to sustainable food production, vertical farming offers exciting possibilities. The future of food production will likely involve multiple approaches working together. Vertical farming in cities, improved traditional farming in rural areas, and innovative technologies like lab-grown meat and alternative proteins will all play important roles. The question isn't whether vertical farming will solve world hunger alone, but how it can be part of a comprehensive solution to feed our growing global population sustainably. What do you think about vertical farming's potential? Have you considered starting your own vertical farm? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more content about sustainable agriculture and innovative food production technologies.